Hello, welcome to our trailer. We're gonna give you the grand tour. Say hi. Hi. Can we show them the kitchen?
Kitchen?
This is our kitchen. We have an island. I love my island. We have the covers for the sink. It's a double sink, nice and deep. Kind of smaller than I'm used to in the house, but we're managing. We do lots of dishes, like right after meals, and that helps with how much space that we have. We put our silverware on top because the drawers here are not full drawers. They're actually little spots for like sponges and things. And then I put sacks in this one here. And then down below are towels and Ziploc bags, things like that. We use our Conga machine to filter our water. We also have an inline filter on the outside, but this also helps us to alkalinize it, and just one more step for making our family healthy. And we have obviously our 3-burner stove. We don't have a lot of storage for pots and pans, so this one ends up staying out all the time. Our little oven we've used twice. It is very dinky, very small. And you have to use a lighter to get it to light the pilot light. This is actually quite large. I like this one. This drawer has our seasonings and spices, some measuring cups, Garrett's coffee things. This was actually busted. We got it home and I realized that it was sliding out difficult and was scraping really hard, so it was one of the things that we got taken care of during our warranty work. It is quite stiff to pull out, but there's only one track that it hangs on, so I think it has to be stiff just to hold it in place properly. We have a hood and a small microwave. The microwave does not have much power. Hey! It's not as strong as our last microwave, but we don't use the microwave very often, just to reheat food every once in a while. Behind you is our 8-cubic Dometic refrigerator freezer. And I'd say our shopping has changed a little bit in that we don't do huge Costco runs, but we still do go to Costco, just more often. Really? But I was actually quite surprised how much food we could fit into the little refrigerator freezer, so I'm pleased with that. So the kitchen is on a slide, so it slides out. When it's closed up is all the way to this face. And then this is our pantry. 5 shelves. I've stacked up some of my baking things that we're not going to use very often. I've only pulled out flour maybe once to make muffins. And then this is more of the dry goods that we're going to use all the time. And it's quite messy. This is going to be our flatware, bowls and plates and things, and our cereals and stuff for first thing in the morning. Emma likes to get out her oatmeal and make it right away. Down below that is going to be our Tupperwares, our things for storing our food items later on. And then down below I do put some pots and some bowls and my couple of wine glasses. And actually we have taken quite a number of trips, and so far they stay right in place and don't fall and don't get broken. Open that one. There you go. We keep our Instapot down in this drawer. It is tall enough that we have to put the lid next to it, and then we tuck some items inside. I still hold on to several of my big pots. I'm unsure if I'll need them, but at this point we use the Instapot for a lot of things now. And then, what else? Bread pans. Again, I haven't decided if we're going to keep that or not. We used to make a lot of meatloaf, and we would use those pans. So, that really, other than right underneath the sink, that's all the storage that the kitchen has. Storage, we keep our cutting boards down here and some jugs of water.
So this is one of the items that we did our first upgrade with. because of the limited amount of space that was here, I wanted to have a DVD/Blu-ray player because we have a lot of Blu-rays. So what I did was I created a platform out of hardwood and screwed it on. I'll have a video that I did for this really small upgrade, but it still was really helpful for us. And I've only run into it like 3 times, so not too bad. This is the Furrion entertainment system. We like to hook up Disney tunes and music and go listen to that. Don't use the DVD player because we have this, and then your standard no frills TV, but it works. Down below, we have our cookbooks. We have like the Instapot recipes, by God. We have a picture of our family, and our library books are just kind of put in the corner, and then a place for our remotes.
You can talk about how the picture we mean to install it on the wall.
Yes, this picture is, we're just waiting for kind of a spot to put it on the wall. So in the meantime, it's just kind of hanging out here. Alright, so this is one of the photos that we took before we had our 3rd little kidlet. And it was still one of the good memories. And our kids were nice and happy.
Oh, do you have a picture?
Who's that?
Do you have a picture?
Emma.
Is it Emma?
Is it Emma and
Did you
Timmy?
say Timmy? Eddie? And a truck?
Yeah.
Wow. We took that one at the fair. You like the fair?
Sure.
Sure?
Mama.
Yeah.
Emma, yeah.
Emma. Okay, let's move on. So, as you can tell here, this is the dining area. It is a massive couch with 2 tables that can screw out. I understand kind of how this works. We like other ways of dining, but right now we're making do with what we have. We do our schoolwork here, we do most of our dinners here, and it's nice to have a kind of a comfortable couch to sit on when eating. Below us, we got 2 of these bar stools for the kids. We had to make sure that they were the right size so that they would be able to fit underneath tables and be able to be used on like a bench or on like this island, so that the kids could sit down, do schoolwork, have food, that kind of stuff. It's worked out pretty well so far. The kids do like to make jungle gyms out of it, and sometimes accidents occur. Alright, so last thing in this section of the RV is up here. What we have up here is all the kids' schooling. This is primarily Timmy's side with some books over there, and then this is Emma's side with her schoolwork and activities and all that. And then over here are vitamins. Over here we have more books. Open them both up, and some games. We have lower level stuff, which is the kids can get to whenever they want, if they want to read a book or whatever. Up here we have some of our other school items, some of our spelling and words reading and stuff like that. And then up here is our games. We honed our games down quite a bit, but not all the way. There are still some, like this game and this and these games, that are favorites in the family, and so we want to keep them. So we have a good amount of games for whoever wants to come. And then up here is kind of extra storage for other food items, and then it's kind of a mix of food, and then I have some of my studio items up here for like our live streams and things like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about these 2 cabinets back here. So one of the cabinets up here has all of our controls. It has all of our awnings, and power, light, all that kind of stuff is all right there. And then up here is the other storage area. I've been putting our camera gear up there just mainly because it's out of the reach of the kids, so the kids don't get it. And then the remaining camera gear, and then this is kind of like our tool section. I have a little toolbox that has tools that we might need handy right away, and then all of our flashlights are stored in here as well.
Here in the entryway we have a rack for our diaper bag, for our jackets. Down below we have our winter things out now in a basket, so gloves, hats, scarves. And that leaves a little bit of space kind of to sit on. Most of the time it's filled with stuff, so we don't usually sit here. Usually we end up sitting here to put on our shoes. A bite. And that leads us to the front bunk system. So a lot of bunks that we've seen in the fifth wheels end up being in the back. And then it's the master up front, less headroom. So they actually put the bunks up front. Let's go take a look. So first off, we have the closets right away. They're about 18 inches wide and as deep as the bunks are wide. So we've actually been able to put all of the kids' clothes into this first closet with a couple of bins of toys and then diapers down below. On the other side, we put our heavy winter coats for Garrett and I because they're much larger than what we can hang down below in the entryway. And then we are avid pool goers, so our swim things are in a big bag underneath there. The lower drawers down here are Edison's clothes because he's little and all his clothes fit in those 3 little drawers. And then Emma's jammies and underwear are here, and we have sheets and things for the kids in the bottom. Ooh, Daddy's gonna give you a tie. Can you show the camera?
No good tie.
Don't fall over. Alright. Top bunk is Emma's. She's kept it nice and tidy for us today. And we have given her this box that she has at the end for all her treasures. The boys are not allowed up on the top bunk. Down below her is Timothy's spot. And at this point he doesn't have a treasure box because he doesn't have any toys that are not a shared type of item. Then underneath we have a nice large drawer, and this is where Emma keeps most of her day tent clothes. So on this side we have another bunk, and we've decided to use this as storage. It is a large trailer with large storage space, but for 5 people we did not have enough space. So this has become storage, and then we took the mattress actually off so that things would kind of stay and wouldn't be falling off during transit. And then down here, this is Edison's bed, and because we can't fit a pack and play in this room, we opted to get a sleep tent. And it's actually quite large, so even though he's almost 2, he fits in nice. We zip him in and lock him in with our carabiner because he knows how to unzip it. So until
we do have a baby monitor, so we do keep track if he's upset or something's wrong.
So until we can get him to stay in bed, we're opting for this method. And then probably pretty soon we'll need to switch him out and do some sort of guardrail so he doesn't fall out of bed while he sleeps. But this works really well. We actually took him to Hawaii last year, and this is the method that we used because we could pack this really small into our suitcase instead of packing a huge pack and play. Down below is Timothy's clothes, and he fits all his clothes into one drawer, so that's super nice. And then with some of the toys being in that closet there, the one last space that we do put toys in is this bin here, and we put toys and slippers. Stuffed animals and slippers in there. Yeah, it has hookups for a TV up here, but we've opted not to install a TV, but to use it as shelving and places for their monitor and their clock. All right, so going into the master bedroom. This has a pass through to the bathroom right here. And we opted to have this unit because it has a lot of storage right in here. It does not have the outdoor kitchen though, so that's the flip side of it. But behind this glass right here is a closet, and we are actually able to fit all of our clothes, hanging clothes in here with shoes and things on the bottom. And then there are some electronics and things up above. And then on the other side, where there's, you know, it's his and her closet. This closet is actually filled with our paper filing that we haven't gotten a chance to scan and digitalize, and some other things that we haven't organized yet. So at some point this will be completely empty, and some of the storage things that we have on the bunk in the kids' room will be stored in here. This is what we're calling the office. And so we have a spot right here to put our laptop, and we're planning to run power cords around and through so that we can plug in the laptop right here. We have all our office supplies tucked into these drawers, all organized with bins and things. And right now this is a catch-all paper drawer. Down below is where we keep our clothing. My clothes are in these two drawers here. Garrett has some items in here, and clothes in this drawer. And then I don't remember. Oh, yes. Some winter clothes that I haven't sorted through. So we're switching over from summer things to winter things, and so we're kind of in the middle of organizing. The bed does lift up. Underneath we have some more storage down here. And we have, so we put our safe down here and some music books. We do not have our piano yet, our keyboard. We have a sleep number bed, and so the pump for the sleep number bed is down here. This was something that Garrett had to do in the beginning. He actually punched a hole through the wood so that we could run our tubing through. Power outlets have been an issue in this room. There's one up here, I think, set up for a TV, which we're not gonna ever install. And the only USB port is like up here in this closet, right up there.
Yep.
So then the only other outlets that are in the room are on this far wall next to the bathroom, where you would have to trip on a cord if it was plugged in there. And then behind Garrett, behind the door. So we've run a power cord. We've run a power cord around and plugged in long extension cords so that each of us have a charging station for our phone. So behind the door, we've actually sort of installed, it needs its screws still, just over the door hooks for hanging clothes. And then I also installed our command strips to hang our broom and our mop, and these are vacuum fittings. And then the vacuum sits down here on the floor to charge, and it actually stays pretty clear out of the pathway, even though the bed is like right there. Welcome to the bathroom. I won't say that cheesy line of "this is where the magic happens." It's usually for the bedroom. We only have one bathroom in this unit. We have a basic porcelain toilet, one sink, has lots of storage underneath, which I have utilized, storing most of our bathroom things that don't get used very often. And then my hairdryer and straightener are up front, so they're easy access every morning. And then we have a pretty large size medicine cabinet, and can also stow some things up on top. The shower, we've actually used this a few times. We're getting used to the shower off. Quick turn off the water, soap down. Turn on the shower, shower off.
That and utilizing the camp showers if they have them.
Love camp showers. So we keep our laundry in here when it's not being washed. We have just a basic hamper that we throw everything into. Not a lot of storage in this bathroom other than under the counter, but this does allow to put in some towels. And then we keep our toilet paper in here for now because our toilet paper holder thingy hasn't been installed yet. It was in the cupboard when we bought the unit.
Welcome to the outside of our trailer. We tow our trailer with a 2010 Dodge Ram 3500 Mega Cab. The reason we went with the Mega Cab was because there's plenty of space for our family to fit comfortably inside and enough towing capacity to easily tow this trailer, coming in at 11,000 pounds. And our trailer itself is about 37 feet long. So it's a pretty decent sized trailer and it is not super heavy. One of the reasons we really like this trailer is because it was super simple. As you can tell, there's one awning. We only have 3 slide outs. There's one AC unit. There are a couple hatches, cargo hatches down below. One of the things that we're not too big on was the lack of underbelly storage, but it made up for it in storage inside. Some of the other features that we liked about this rig was that they actually had a barbecue built in that came with it as well. So all you had to do was plug it in, hook it up onto the back of the trailer, and you were cooking. So it was very easy to use, very simple. And one thing we noticed, and if you ever get a trailer, make sure that you take note of where everything's at. We decided to record ours, which helped us find the fact that we actually had a Blackwater rinse, Blackwater flush in our trailer, but because it wasn't labeled, we didn't know by just opening up the door. So just sometimes there's little things like that that you kind of need to know. So this is a pretty no frills roof. It is actually pretty sturdy, as I was able to walk on it myself, but I don't really feel comfortable walking up there all the time, so I normally let Carolyn go up and clean off the roofs if we're moving or anything like that. But overall, I mean, it is in great condition. It is pre-wired for a second AC unit to go in the back, so that is also a plus for this rig. You also have your standard steps, nothing special, but you know, you can't get into your rig without one. So one of the cool things is that this rig does have outdoor speakers, so if you want a nice atmosphere outside, you can do that. It's also pre-wired for satellite if you want to set up your TV outside. It's also pre-wired for solar. So there's tons of options for us to be able to upgrade this trailer to what we need and what we like, and that's something that we really like. We also like that it's very simple. It's easy to hitch up, it's easy to unhitch, it's easy to put the jacks down, it's easy to stabilize. You know, everything is basically a push of a button, and that's something as a new RVer we really do appreciate. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing to our channel and hitting that notification bell if you want to get notified of any new videos or content we have coming out. And we'll see you guys in another video. Bye.